action in his second round match.
Kilos.
He's up against the Korean Choi Chol-Su. Ken?
Well, Ingle's the number 10 rated flyweight in the world, 20 years of age, and he had a good win over Alexander Baba of Ghana, 9 points to 7 in the first fight. Everyone up in Scarborough will be watching this one with great interest. Now, Chol-Su is actually the number 2 rated bantamweight in the world, and he's 22 years of age.
I think you meant flyweight.
Flyweight, sorry, yes.
Dans le coin bleu représentant la République démocratique et populaire de Corée.
Well, he looks very cocky, very confident, Chol-Su. Don't forget the man beaten in the World Championship by the man we've just seen, Kovacs. And let's hope that Paul Ingle does us proud here. Paul Ingle in the red vest against the southpaw Choi from Korea. Yes, I'm sure that everyone was watching Ingle against Ali Baba in the first match.
Now, I think Choi will be very strong. He'll be forcing Ingle not to get too involved with him, try and box him. Not get too involved.
Choi is a big man for flyweight, isn't he? He's a big, solid-looking guy. Choi, in fact, only won by 7 points to 4 against the Egyptian in his first round match, Mustafa Esmail. And that was rather surprising, unless, of course, he just took it rather easily. Ingle only won through 9 points to 7 in his match. And the winner of this match will go on to face the Australian, Robert Peden. Peden, of course, has already beaten Yassine Chik of Algeria. Well, nice movement there from Choi, punching at the same time. Well, he's really stayed on top of Ingle, hasn't he, in this first round?
Yeah, Ingle's struggling to stay in it, isn't he?
And you can see why Choi is number 2 in the world and Ingle number 10 at the moment. Let's just hope that Paul can turn this around. And he's a non-stop puncher, Choi, isn't he? If you're there, he'll hit you.
Yeah, Ingle's got to be not there.
Well, there's an old saying in boxing, you can run, but you can't hide. Oh, nice right there from Paul. From Scarborough, up on the northeast coast of England. And a lovely town as well, isn't it? Stinks of fish, though. Foghorns and seagulls.
Apart from that, you like it.
No, it is a pretty place. Well, a good right from Ingle to end the round, but looks like an overwhelming...
I thought Choi won that round.
Yeah, an overwhelming round there for Chol-Su. Still waiting for the official score.
The work rate isn't there, the punch rate.
4-1 up.
You've got to let the shots whip in.
Robbery, daylight robbery in Seoul. An American was the victim. Can you name him? I'm sure they can. It was a headline grabber, wasn't it, for a few days? And Paul Ingle wants to grab a few headlines himself. He's got some work to do here. 4-1 down after the first round against Choi of Korea. And Fortunately for Paul Ingle, the same applies for him as did to Jesper Jensen. There was no easy opponent in this last 16. He could have had Kovacs, he could have had Gonzalez, or he could have had Austin.
Stop!
Of course, we've just already said that our fancy for the semi-final stage is Kovacs to beat Choi.
Well, let's see if Ingle can upset your predictions.
You never know, Ken. I just hope he can. I don't mind being wrong. Ingle will give it his best shot. I'm just wondering if his best will be good enough here. Yes, the lace of Ingle, the left boot has come undone.
I think he's certainly having a better second round than he did first so far.
So Paul Ingle then from Scarborough up against it here against the world-rated number 2 Choi of Korea.
Now he's got to get back into his rhythm again. Get caught there.
Well, I thought those body punches from Choi were spot on. Yes, he just keep them up. And these left hands of Choi, very hard, aren't they?
Yeah, they're whipped in there.
Only problem, Choi is not actually putting his full... Oh, well, he is now. I was about to say he wasn't putting his full shoulder and body in behind that left hand, but he did then, those two. It does when they're out at a distance, but not when he's in particularly close, does he? Still tries to throw a straight punch when he's in close, instead of turning it into a hook. Another good round, I think, for the Korean. Ingle's had to soak up a lot of good head punches, but full marksman is still there. Well, looks like we're going to see poor old Paul Ingle crash out here. Already had Alan Vaughan, of course, go out very controversially, in our opinion, in the first round. Well, that's the second over. We've had Adrian Dodson go out last night in the welterweight division on a very, very close score.
You've got to come back at him sharper. You've got to be surprised. In bursts. Whip the right hand
Lost
in
by a
underneath.
single point, and there's Choi 9-3 ahead now.
Oh, that does not look good for Ingle.
One round.
Choi is going to go and face the Australian, Robert Peden, in the quarter-final.
And of course, Peden is another fighter in the top 10 of that division.
So the third and last round then, the Korean in the blue. 9-3 ahead against Paul Ingle from Great Britain. And a nice left there again from Choi. Choi doesn't take a backward step, just keeps coming forward. I'll tell you what, Ken, if as he looks, he's going to beat Paul Ingle, and he does beat Peden, which is likely, he's going to give Istvan Kovacs all sorts of problems. Standing count here for Ingle. Well, he's had harder left hands than that so far in this contest, or prior to that one. And he didn't get a standing count. I thought it was slightly unfair on him.
little flurry there from Ingle.
Yep.
Ingle.
Spurred him on a bit. And a good left again there from Choi. But that's what I meant. He didn't put his full weight behind the punch. Ingle gets through the good left hook. Well, boxing quite smartly now, Paul Ingle, and maybe that standing count has woken him up. But he's only got half a round to go. There's no way he's going to claw back this 9-6 deficit. But he might make it close. Sorry, 9-3. He might make it close. Choi now is relaxing. First time in the contest, he's moved backwards. A problem here. I think he's got a bleeding nose. That's all it is. Nothing to worry about, ref. So action resumes then. And there's about 30 or so seconds to go. Good stiff jab there from Ingle. And again, these hard punches from Choi.
It's a good game effort from Ingle, but the harder punches, greater variety of work has come from Choi.
But Choi has got a swelling by his right eye. Oh, nice right hand, left hook from Ingle. So inside the last 30. Ingle there, told to keep his head up going in.
Possibly his best round, as he left it too late. Unfortunately, Ingle's got a hit. Oh, that makes a difference.
That makes a big difference. A low punch there, Choi. Now there's 3 points been added to Ingle's score, a public warning. Don't forget, it was 6 points adrift coming into the last round. Now, well, it's all over. Well, has Paul Ingle done enough to claw back that 6-point deficit? He's just picked up 3, of course, and did well in the last round.
I honestly think the Korean won the fight.
Yeah.
If Ingle did get it, it's the public warning has distorted the scoring.
So we await the decision with anticipation, very eager anticipation here. Has that public warning against Choi turned this decision around? Ingle, of course, had some good moments in that last round, but looks like he might be on his way out here. Well, it's Choi who gets it. Let's just see how close the score was. Well, 13-12, 1 point.